It is so hot that I feel like I'm about to melt. So if you hear the fan, I apologize, but I am dying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Zhariya Smith, and I typically make commentary videos just like this one, so if you guys like that, or you just love my beautiful face, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the notification bell to get notified every single time I post, which happens to be on Mondays and on Fridays. And with that said, let's get on to this video because I'm really excited for it. So, I watch Love Victor, so you don't have to, but you definitely should. I watched Love Victor last night. I literally sat and watched the entire 10 episode series, and it was a lot. I really enjoyed the show, and I do think that it is a good representation, generally, I'll say. And I honestly suggest, this is going to be a huge spoiler alert, so if you want to watch the show, please watch it. But if you don't have the energy to sit there and watch a TV show, you can watch this as kind of like a summary and like just my general thoughts about each episode. And I actually like wrote notes for my thoughts on each episode and how it progressed, because when I did 13 Reasons Why I didn't do that, you can watch it up here though, I kind of just did like a general summary, but like this I actually like wrote notes for each episode about how I felt. But regardless, let's get into the analysis. So I'm gonna start off with the characters. So Victor is the main character, and he is a sophomore questioning his sexuality. They moved in from Texas because of some drama with the parents about the mom cheating, the dad beating up his boss and then getting fired and having to move to Atlanta because, you know, that stuff like that happens, I suppose. Victor is nice, sweet, kind, and amazing protagonist of the show, and he's a person of color, which you'll love to see it. Then you have his best friend Felix, who lived upstairs from him, and he was very quirky and had a thing for another character named Lake, which I'm gonna get into. And he is just a generally like good friend, and he actually also ends up being friends with his younger sister, who I will get into, who was Pilar. She's great and she's funny. She reminds me of like one of my friends when I was in high school, and she's very angsty. She had a boyfriend, the boyfriend broke up with her. I like her character. I feel like she grows a lot, and she's all about loyalty because she lives in a really messed up family, and the family, not a vibe. Then we have Mia. Mia is Victor's love interest, or one of them, who ends up being his girlfriend. Mia just is, she comes off as kind of like a spoiled, and I don't mean spoiled in the sense of getting everything that you want, but she's very woe is me type of person and doesn't look at the whole situation, which I don't really vibe with. But she's also POC, which means, and she's also a main character, so you'd love to see it. And her best friend Lake, which usually in TV shows they have like a white lead and then a black best friend, but in this instance it was a black girl with a white best friend, kind of like a Princess of the Frog moment. And Lake is like the owner of Creek Secret. Benji, who is the male love interest, you heard that right, we got a confused boy, and he has a boyfriend named Derek. Benji is so attractive. He is so cute. I know they did that on purpose, and his boyfriend Derek is trash. I don't like him. And then lastly, we have Andrew, who just wants to be with Mia, to be honest, and it's very sad that she picks the gay guy over him. You know, it happens. But that is a character rundown, so now let's get into the episodes. So, episode 1 kind of just maps out like the premise of the show. Okay, my notes have something else, but it is connected to the movie completely, and he starts having conversations with Simon, who was the lead character of Love, Simon. And also a thing that I noted that I did question marks very distinctly was that the principal or the vice principal was in quarantine in Delhi, and I was like, quarantine? T. He joins the basketball team, and also in this episode, Andrew shames Victor for being poor. you know, it's not perfect. Episode 2 is the Winter Carnival and also the Spotlight Party. There's a whole little thing that happens and kind of Victor and Mia then will start flirting and they're like, oh my god, like we're gonna be a couple or whatever. And also he gets the job with Benji, which kind of like he's in this little thing with Mia, but then also has a huge crush on Benji. Then episode 3, he starts working at the coffee place. Then there's a battle of the bands that Benji is in and he wins it, and Benji clearly wants Victor to be there and he's very like Victor, come and get it, because he's openly gay. And then also in this episode we find out that the mom cheated. Also Victor kisses Mia in this episode, and we find out that Benji has a boyfriend and he's been stringing along Victor. Episode 4, we find out that the mom cheated. We find out that the mom cheated on the dad with the dad's boss, which is why they had to move. Give me a minute. Okay, I don't know where I left off. We find out that the mom was cheating and that was a whole thing, and then we have the basketball game where he kind of like messes up a little bit, and it is truly a mess. That was kind of like the main point, the main driving force of the episode, and meanwhile he still is contacting Simon throughout this, but I'm just not gonna talk about it that much. So episode 5 is his 16th birthday, and he kind of stands up for Benji and Derek because the dad talks about like, oh my god, they're two men and they're kissing, and he's like, hey, stop that, which is very nice. You know, it's good to know that like Love, Simon in the movie didn't talk about parents or relatives that aren't accepting of gay people. His parents were extremely liberal and did not care. Victor's, on the other hand, is very different. So he stood up to them. And yeah, you know, recent episode. Lake, and also on a side note, Lake and Felix, they go and get a tres leches cake, and then, you know, they start being a little cutesy. Yeah. Episode 6 is episode where Mia tries to have intercourse with Victor, and Victor is like, I'm not ready for that. And then this is also the episode where Lake and Felix start like being in a relationship, and also we find out that I guess she cheated on Victor at one point with Andrew. It's not very clear the timeline, but in like the last scene she's like scrolling through her phone and it shows pictures of her with Andrew. I don't know. Episode 7 is where they go to fix the coffee machine that broke at the cafe, and he goes with Benji to go and get it fixed. And then instead of going to Mia's dad's auction thing, he stays with Benji because he wants to figure out his sexuality moment. They end up kissing, which I personally loved, even though it is technically cheating. I love when people find out who they are. It's very like warming, heartwarming to see. Episode 8 was the impromptu New York trip, which I actually really loved. I loved seeing the whole New York scene. I loved Katya being in it as well. It was very cute, but you know, that would literally never happen. Like, at least my mom would freak out. She would be so angry. There's also an episode where they have the tension, Lake, Mia, Andrew, and Felix. They have the tension together as well. In episode 9, after Victor came home, Felix, he comes out to Felix basically, and Felix hugs him and is like, oh, that's so nice or whatever. And the episode's honestly just a huge mess, and you can see the show's kind of like reaching like its crescendoing, and it's getting like very bad very quick. And then episode 10 was the finale, which was the spring fling episode. He wanted to come out to Mia, but then Mia found him and Benji kissing. Pilar found out that he was cheating on Mia, and she's very upset because Mia was now her friend. The ending was pretty good though, and I'm gonna give you now my final thoughts. So, Love, Victor is a really good TV show. It has really good POC representation. It has a POC main character, which is very important to me, at least when I'm watching TV shows. I like to see people that, you know, are a vibe. Also, I do think that if you are a person who is struggling with your sexuality a little bit, this is actually a really good show to watch, in my opinion. But also, I will say that bisexuality is a thing, and just because Victor ended up not liking Mia does not mean that if you were in the same situation that you are now gay. You might just be bisexual and not know it. Regardless, I think it's a good show, definitely a good teen show. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps my videos so much when you do that. Subscribe down below for more videos. Leave a comment if you want me to watch any more shows and give you a little bit of rundown and like my opinion on it. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.